Maya, can you check and make sure on your app, on your phone, that I am uh, that it will pull there? I guess I can wait to go over. Please click like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to know what we got going on, because we will have a whole lot going on this year. We got a lot to do and a lot to work on. How's it looking, Maya? Okay, so they can't see me. I'm not upside down or sideways or anything. Okay, cool. All right then. All right. So I just wanted to step in real quick and say hi. I haven't trying to get caught up on stuff, and I've been having all still here. Um, so amen. The homestead is fine. Our family is fine. I did lose an aunt. We're actually on our way to pick up my other aunt to go to her wake, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to learn how to handle that. Good afternoon, everybody. Trying to learn how to deal with it. We just, I don't know if I can say we celebrated. Maya, do you think we celebrated grandma's? We acknowledged it and we dealt with it, but we haven't celebrated. We're gonna celebrate on her birthday, which is next week. But I'm really proud of my family because, ooh, that was just almost an accident. These people drive so crazy in LA. I'm telling you, people drive crazy everywhere, but LA is just, man. But it's really difficult because you don't know how you're going to handle situations until you're actually in them. You can have your mind set up on, oh, well, if this happens, I'm going to be like this, or I'm going to do this, and all of that good stuff. But you don't know until you're actually in the thick of it. And I have been doing so fine. I have been doing fine. I knew her uh, birthday and her anniversary for her death was coming up. I knew that. It comes, every year. It's been 2 years now. But I'm going to tell you something. You have to watch. When you talk to people, people can transfer their emotions and, things over to you if you are not careful. And what wound up happening is one of my aunts called me and was like, I'm worried about your Aunt Michelle. And I'm like, she's fine. Like, she's good. I was just with her. And she was like, yeah, well, she was saying that she wasn't really feeling good. I'm like, she's fine. Her arm is hurting her. She's in physical therapy for that. She's good. But the anxiety that this aunt gave me, I started feeling doom and gloom because she started talking about what she needs to, she just had a mammogram and they haven't given her results and da da da. And I was like, a second ago, I wasn't worried about anything. Now I'm worried about my aunt having cancer. She does not have cancer. Um, was worried. I can't read it. Oh gosh, I can't read it. Oh, hi. How are you? Bro. Um, but it's like, I had a transfer of anxiety from her onto me. And then I started thinking, oh my God, do I have cancer? Oh, I need to get attacked. Like, I started freaking out. I was completely fine. Completely fine. Then all of a sudden, I'm worried I'm gonna die. I'm worried my aunt's gonna die. And I'm like, it's nothing wrong with us. But the feeling would not shake. And you know me, I'm going to bind it out. I'm casting it out. I'm binding it out. I'm praying. I'm reading my scriptures and everything. Then I went. Oh no, my aunt came and she stayed with me for almost a month. She was here with me, and I'm with her. You know, I know she's good. That feeling would not leave, and I was like, why won't it leave? Like when I tell a spirit it's got to go or whatever, you know, it's got to go. And what wound up happening was my cousin called me and she was like, Alana, our auntie passed. And I'm like, wait, what? Okay. So I'm like, okay, so that was the feeling. That's why it wouldn't shake because somebody was gonna pass away. So it was my aunt Nora. And it broke me because I love my auntie Nora. She's like so super dope. But when we used to call each other and pray, found out it was her, I had a peace because now I knew what it was, so I was good. But then the feelings would come back, and I could handle it though, right? I had made my appointment, had my physical, got checked out, got my heart checked out, everything. Um, Gucci. I ain't gotta worry about none of that bull crap that, you know, the enemy was trying to put in my head, but I still had an uneasy feeling. And I'm like, well, we're checked out now. My aunt's good. I'm good. Why am I feeling this? And then it dawned on me because it was the time for my mom's passing. And I don't know if I've shared it with you guys, but when my mom passed, it was a course of days because she had COVID. And so she had went to the doctor on the 3rd, and they were like, no, she had taken a COVID test on New Year's. The results came back, and they were like, it's negative. And so we were like, okay, cool, you don't have it. But she felt like she had pneumonia, and she had had pneumonia before, so she was, you know, doing the lemon and the orange pills and, you know, all of this stuff. And so then she went to her doctor, and she took another test. And so we were waiting for the results, but she was treating it as though she had pneumonia, but she had a UTI. So they had given her some medication for the UTI, and my mom wound up going into anaphylactic shock. So my daughter Maya called me like, Mom, you need to get your mom to the hospital. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, Grandma's having a hard time breathing. My mom was struggling, but see, this started like New Year's. Now we're on June 5th. I mean, January 5th. And then January 5th, they came to the house. The paramedics came to the house and they took my mom to the hospital. And that was the last time we saw her. Then she could still talk on the phone, but they were not taking good care of my mom. I mean, like, they were just really shoddy with her care. And I like used to really ride for that hospital because that's the hospital that Maya was born in, you know. And so I felt good about the hospital, but I wouldn't send anybody's dog there anymore. But not that they work on dogs, but I'm just saying. So then we were talking to her. She was talking to us. We were video chatting and everything. And then her breathing got real faint, and she couldn't really breathe. They had her on oxygen and stuff. And then, like, we had talked to her this one night, and I was feeling really uneasy. I didn't want to get her off the phone, but they were like, she has to go. She needs her oxygen back on and everything. And so that night she coded. From that point on, she was on the ventilator. They brought her back. They resuscitated her, but she was on the ventilator. And then on the 17th, now she coded on the 10th. On the 17th, she supposedly passed away. I believe they took her off the ventilator. I have no proof. I can't say that. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that her vital signs, her oxygen levels, everything was fine. Her oxygen was in the 60s through the because they had given her dialysis and everything. But it was just too much for her body to handle the anaphylactic shock from the uh, antibiotics that they gave her. She was highly allergic to it. And when I had taken her back to her doctor's office before she went to the hospital, they gave her another antibiotic that she was allergic to. So that plus having a C word, that thing that took a lot of people out, took her out. Um, Her body just couldn't fight it. But then, I mean, we don't know. So I kept trying to figure out, like, why am I feeling just this doom and gloom for all this time? Yeah, right? So feeling all of this doom and gloom, I just didn't know why I was feeling it. And then it dawned on me because most people, when they die, they just like abruptly die. But my mom went through this whole course of a couple of weeks, and we were not able to be with her. She died by herself with the nurse and the doctor or whatever. And so it didn't it didn't come into my head why I was feeling this way, because last year we were in the new house. It was a distraction. We were in the new house and we were doing the Christmas tree that we had in the front here, and we were, decorating and getting things done and working in the yard and all of that new stuff and everything. And so we were distracted. But this year, we don't have a distraction. And we all had to deal with the fact of what was going on. So I had been in depression and didn't even realize it. Like, I wasn't so depressed to where I couldn't, take a shower, brush my teeth, or function. I functioned in it, but still just had the really bad uneasy feeling and the fear, like it was just on me. And so then once I realized it, I was like, okay, so this is because of my mom. But guess what? You're gonna live and not die. Like, you've already had this conversation with God. You got a minimum of 43 more years. You ain't got nothing to worry about, girl. Bye. So then, because the enemy couldn't, and I'm telling you, y'all, I don't know if you believe in God. I don't know if you believe in the devil, but I'm just sharing with you. For me, you can totally, please believe what you want to believe, because that's what we have, free will. So you believe what you want to believe. I'm just sharing what happened to me. The enemy saw that he couldn't come at me about my mom. He couldn't come to me about my aunt. He couldn't come to me about me. So then he started making me feel bad about my husband. Like, oh man, he hasn't had a physical. You need to get into the VA and you need to call and have him check his colon, have him check his prostate. You got to have him check everything. And I was just I was like, oh, so we're going to go from one obsession to the next, right? I was like, man, get out of here. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. I ain't got no time for that. I was just like, I plead the blood of Jesus over everybody. Yes, we're all getting checked out. The girls have been having or are having their physicals. The boys are having their everybody's getting checked out. We're all making sure that we are good, because I was just like, I gotta put all of this to rest. But I'm gonna tell y'all, if you don't know what your triggers are, it can come at you and you don't even realize. You're like, well, why am I feeling this way? Like, what's going on? You have to really be in tune with yourself. And I'm gonna be honest, for me, I'm the type of person that's very robotic. I just do. I don't think, because if I stop to think about how I feel about stuff, I'd probably break down, be in somebody's corner, twiddling my thumb. Play with my ears, sucking my thumb or something, because I could get like really into whatever it is that I can fascinate on, right? But I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to be down this rabbit hole. I don't want to be sitting here struggling with nothing. Like, I want to be at peace. So, on the day, she died on the 17th, on the day that she actually died, I thought that I was going to be super emotional and everything. But as it turned out, I wasn't. I had handled it up to that day. I had been dealing with, all of the feelings and the emotions, going through all the different grief feelings and everything. So by the time it came to her birthday, I mean to her anniversary, her death anniversary, I was able to be able to hold everybody else down. So when children were hurting and crying and everything, I was like, oh, okay, I can now comfort you because God has already comforted me. And I had to just make peace with, we all have an expiration date. So can't focus on, I stress to you, I cannot focus on the fact that I'm going to die because it's inevitable. What can I focus on? Living the best parts of my life now until then. That's all I can do because that's what I can control. How I live my life, the quality of life that I have, going out, enjoying my life, enjoying my family, really leaving something that is meaningful on this planet when I leave. What is my legacy going to be? Are they going to be like, oh, well, she was a mediocre person? No, no. I'm not saying that I will ever be a Mother Teresa or Gandhi or anything, but I have some significance in that which I do have, I do plan on sharing. And so I am so much better. I'm so much better. And I probably should have come on more because I know when she died, I was very active, even though I didn't have my channel. I was in the chats, like Ledge chat, Lady Ledge chat. I think I was in like Gigi's chat and like even Mississippi Girls chat. And I was talking about how I felt, and I was, you know, interacting with other folks. And so it got me through. And shortly after that, I got my channel, which really helped me get through because we actually buried her March the 2nd. And I started my channel like right after that. So, yeah, I think it was right after that. I don't think it was before it. It was right after because we were doing the lead challenge. But I said all that to say we have to be in tune with ourselves so that we can know what's going on with us. I tell you guys often to do a self check with yourself and say, "Hey self, how you doing? What's going on?" You know what? I'm going to be a little bit more specific now. Ask yourself, how are you feeling emotionally? How are you feeling about this situation or about that situation? It could be about the person that you are involved with or the person that you're not involved with because they shouldn't be in your life, but you still got some remnants of emotions or whatever because we're human. Just whatever it is, just we have to do our own wellness check ins with ourselves. And I would even be so daring as to say, if you don't have, find someone or a couple of people that you can do wellness check-ins with that know you, that aren't going to judge you or demean you, make you feel less than, like you should be over that by now. You never want those type of people in your life because they don't have any empathy. You want somebody that will be empathetic to what it is that you have going on and will give you a listening ear even if all they do is listen and don't have any words of encouragement, but they can give you the opportunity to get it out in a safe environment. You need to have those people, and you need to be that person for others as well, because we have to help each other. So I just want you guys to know, emotions are real. Things are real, and we have to just really check in with ourselves to make sure that we're doing really. One of the things that also helped me before was I would be in my garden, and being in my garden in nature really would help me. But whatever was going on with me was manifesting itself in pain. Like my body was hurting, like I was struggling to walk at some points. um I was getting these like migraine headache. It was really really bad because I naturally am not a crier. So when I'm going through something, my body, yeah, exactly, when I'm going through something, my body will display its unpleasant happiness or whatever through pain. I'll break out in hives. I'll get really bad headaches. My stomach will hurt. My back will hurt. My hips sometimes will even hurt. And I have to say, okay, why are you hurting? Because there's no regular reason for you to hurt. I mean, I was in pain, and I mean, I'm driving with my heating pad, I'm sleeping with my heating pad on my back, just craziness, and I had to really just stop and listen to my body. And so I'm good now. I'm totally good. I mean, it was bad. I was taking like Tramadol, Toradol, and it would just null the pain. It wouldn't even make the pain go away. And it was like I had got a shot of what is that stuff they give you? Morphine. And the morphine didn't even help. I was like, whoa, this is really bad. But they checked my heart out. They checked everything. I'm good. Yeah, my body knows it. My body's like, you need to sit your butt down, girl. It was a couple of days I was in so much pain I couldn't even do the drive that I normally do to get everybody where they needed to go. Because once the morphine wasn't working, it was just like, ooh, something in the Kool Aid ain't right. Something in the Kool Aid is not right. So that's when I knew this is psychological. This is not physical. This is psychological. Yeah, and so I've been working on my weight. I've been working on my weight, and that's actually helping me, moving my body more, giving me more endorphins, making me happy, and everything. But just my outlook on life right now, like I am thankful to God that I'm here because I want to see my great great grandkids. And as of right now, I have no clue when that will be because I don't have any grandkids, let alone great grands. Um, what the doctor told me, she said, I think your problem is you're grieving. And I said, I'm grieving. And she was like, yes. And so once she explained that she thought I was grieving, it just like triggered something. What am I grieving? Because she was like, we don't see anything wrong with you. Like, we checked your kidneys, your liver, everything is normal. My levels were fine on all my blood work. It was just my mind. It was just my mind. So once I identified that, and I started praying and worshiping God, and it's something about worshiping God, right? Once I started worshiping God, it just shifted for me. The pains were going away. I'm telling you, it was like I was just sitting there and I'm just praising God. I'm listening to my gospel music, and then I was listening to some sermons and everything, and it just started pew 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 going away, going away, going away, and I was like, yes, in God we trust, exactly. And that was the thing. I had to trust God with being vulnerable and being like, God, I don't know what this is, but please take this away. God, I don't know why I'm feeling this way. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to feel this. I don't like this. But God, being the great God that He is, He got me through it all. And I'm just so, so blessed. So now I'm like, okay, well, let me get back to doing me. I feel like I've been on a vacation, you know. Yeah, yeah. And I had to do like just a release of the negative energy that I had built up. But see, what I had to realize is all of this came from that one phone call. That one phone call took me from feeling good, feeling happy, loving my life and everything to feeling down and sad and dreary and everything. So I'm saying, you guys watch who you talk to, what they're dealing with. Don't let them transfer whatever they got going on onto you. You know, and you have to check it. And it wasn't even like I've never, I can't recall ever experiencing that. Like one person calling me, and then, I mean, sometimes you can be on the phone with somebody and they can be draining, and I mean, yeah, your mood can shift sometimes because you might be very happy, and then you get on the phone with somebody that's really going through it, and all of a sudden, because you have empathy, you start feeling bad, for that, or sad for that person or whatever. But that was different. This was different. But I'm over it. I'm good. I'm happy. I got my joy back. I got my peace back. I got my happiness back. And I'm not letting it go. So I just had to come with resolve that carpe diem. I'm going to live until I don't. And guess what? When I die, I'm not gonna know anyway, right? Because I'm not gonna be over here no more. So it's gonna be whatever. So I'm going to take the rest of the time that I have, God willing, 43 years. But if not, amen anyway. Thank you, Lord, for whatever you give me. That's how I feel. So I'm going to enjoy my life. And I want you guys to enjoy your life. Don't let anything steal your joy. Don't. And I was tweaking off of that part too, because I'm like, I know that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Why am I giving my power up? I wasn't trying to. I just was not in a good understanding of what was going on. So I have to pay much closer attention. And I want you guys to too. If you find yourself in these types of situations sometimes, just pay attention to your body, pay attention to your thoughts, because we know that God doesn't give us negative thoughts. So they're not from Him. So we got to identify where they're coming from and check them at the door, you know. And we got it. We got it. That's nothing. Once we realize what it is, it's nothing. So we got this. So with that being said, y'all saw my video, hopefully, of what I did at Winco this morning. So I didn't do too bad, but I did get a little start. Let me see. Is this it? I thought I had more, but no, this is it. So Had to get the gourds. So this is the small fancy mix. Then I had to get basil. This is the Genovius, I think it's called, basil. And then I got the sweet basil. Right. I got some chamomile so I can, rest my nerves. Got that rosemary. Ooh, I cannot wait for this rosemary, y'all. I got some arugula because I love all the different salads, different lettuces. I got catnip. Now, I never bought catnip before because we didn't have cats, and I never thought to be mindful of the cats that were always in the neighborhood because they would have enjoyed this. But I got some catnip. If you guys saw that video that I did the other day of the catnip spray that my husband sprayed on the that little cardboard thing that he got for them to scratch at, that mess is hilarious. So I got the actual catnip so they can mess with it. So I'm gonna grow catnip and I'm gonna plant it all around our property so they'll have different areas to go to. So then I have the lady lavender. I don't know if it's too, yeah, the lady lavender. And then I got English lavender. Do I know the difference? No. Am I going to try to find out? Yes. I got parsley. Parsley is really good for you. I found pinto beans. Now, I'm going to say I don't think I've ever found pinto beans. Yes, I'm going a lot. I got that Thai loofah. Well, I think it's Thai loofah. I got that loofah going. And the Caveman Club gourd. So that's going to be fun and interesting. I did get these onions. They're the Granix hybrid. So I don't know. We're going to try that out. I got some thyme. And I had never seen this before. Have you guys ever seen this? Blister gourds? I had never seen blister gourds. So I said, okay, we got blister gourd. I'm gonna get that too. So we gonna do the daggone thing and try it all out. So like I said, I have today's my aunt's wake, and then tomorrow is the funeral. So I don't know if okay. Oh, somebody's backing up, but they backed up like on the curb. But they're dropping off, so whatever. But I'm going to yeah, you're on the curb. Oh my gosh. Oh, they went over a piece of tree bark or something. Okay. And that's why they went up on the curve. But yeah, I'm going to be planting that stuff. I'm going to start it out in my cells and my little cups and everything, because my goal is to take at least half of an acre. I'm going to pull up a little bit. Half of an acre to do my planting this year. So I'm going to start off with half of an acre and see how we do. So I'm going to let y'all go. I got to get in here, get my auntie. We got to get to getting, do what we got to do. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in to Callie's Homestead and with Pooh Bear. I'm your girl, Pooh Bear. God loves you. He really does. I want you to... Hey, LP, what's up? Wait, let me see who actually is in here because I was just conversing so much with Rambo. That's the only person I saw on here is my big brother Rambo. Well, hey, LP, you have a great day. I want you guys to all have great days. I gotta get to getting because the wake is from 2 to 4 and it's 1 o'clock now. So I want to get there before everybody gets there because I don't want to deal with all the emotions. We'll see. I don't know. But God loves you. You better love you because I love you. So you guys be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Rambo, is it morning time for you or what time is it for you, Rambo? What day is it for you? Let me get my mask. Oh, we'll see. Is it daytime or is it evening? Is it Thursday for you, Rambo, or are you already in Friday? I want you guys to have a beautiful day too. Oh, it's 8:49 p.m. on Thursday. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's just about to be 1 o'clock for me. So okay. Well, it's not as bad as in Tanzania, but that's good. Thursday. Okay, cool. All right. I see you guys soon. Bye.